But you can smile if you like. Pose. There you go. All right, you get permission.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, shoot.
I did not know that you were videoing.
No, that's okay. It's all right. It happens. So I'm just trying to make you guys a video, so when I'm gone, you can watch it. Okay, so I am recommending that folks use, I had you guys buy the stoneware we've been using for the slabs, right? And you may eventually want to use that for some throwing. I would start with the porcelain you bought, though, because it doesn't have grog in it. And I'm going to be using clay that has grog. I'm just using the B-Mix that we used before. But when you first start throwing, you end up putting your hands on it a lot, like trying to get it to center and try to figure out that muscle memory. And when you do that, sometimes that removes the clay slip on the outside, the grog comes up, and then suddenly it's like shaving your hand. I mean, it won't cut you or anything, but it's going to be like a laser exfoliation, essentially. So it's going to hurt. So I would say use your, even though it can be a little harder to lift because it's a little more soft and toothpastey, I would recommend using your porcelain first before you try anything else. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I put out 2 scales here. I was just telling folks this was my grandma's back in the day. So it's always kind of sweet when I pull that out. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull about 2 pounds of clay today because that's what gives me, for ceramics too, you guys aren't going to be required to do this because we're going to be basically playing in clay, right, for the rest of the semester because I've had some shifts. And, if you're taking ceramics too, you'll get the opportunities to do this. And I can always help you guys if you want to like make mugs or something, like we can try to get to that coming up over the next couple of weeks. But I'm going to go with 2 pounds because that's always what I start with for ceramics too. So I'm going to go ahead, just try to estimate it. Let's see what I've got here. Put it on the scale. Okay, and that's only about 1.5 pounds right now. And you do need to make sure the scales are at 0. If they're not at 0, just make sure that you're compensating. And then I can measure them and change them again. Okay. All right. Let's see here. And that's right at 2 pounds. But I want to show you guys wedging because we haven't demoed that yet. So go ahead, stand up, make sure you can see what I'm doing. And granted, you will have the video, but just for the sake of seeing it for the first time. So I have 2 pieces of clay right now. Try to go put those on the wheel. Is that going to be easy to throw?
No.
Square. It's like they're not even like connected, right? So I need to get like a good shape for it. Okay, so I'm going to slap down my clay like I've done before. I'm going to get some of my stress out today. Okay, all right. And I'm going to do, okay, so it's kind of like kneading bread, and there are a couple of ways you can do it. But if you've kneaded bread before, you're really trying to put air, like you're kind of pushing forward a lot like this, and then rolling your dough back because you're trying to get like your yeast activated, right? We're kind of doing the opposite of that, even though the motion's sort of the same. So, okay, what I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to just push down just a little bit, almost like I'm doing a chest compression. You guys know, like first aid. Yeah. Okay, and then just a little bit forward. And then I'm going to roll back. I'm going to go a little bit forward, just like that. Do you guys see that? Yeah. Okay, so forward, back, forward, and look at the kind of shape I'm already getting, right? Okay, now this method where I have both hands on the top is called ram's head. And if I get to going and doing it quickly, now at first this is going to feel really awkward if you've never done it before. So you're not going to go this fast. But you're going to see why it's called ram's head. Okay, all right, because, let's see the ram?
Yeah.
Right there? Okay, so that's just even pressure, going across. So did you guys see that movement? Down, forward, back, down, forward, back, down, forward, back, down, forward, back. Just like that. Okay, now there's another method we can do that's called spiral wedging. And it's probably the more common, but it doesn't really matter, which you try to do. Okay, so with spiral, boom, feels really good. Okay, so with spiral wedging, what you're doing, and I need to make sure I'm in picture, is you put one hand on the top and one hand on the side, okay, and then you just push forward again a little bit, and there's just a little bit of a twist, like to the opposite end. So twist, twist, twist. All right, and you can look up these terms. I'll put them in the video, but you'll probably find like people who do it on YouTube too. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, so the reason why this is called spiral wedging, see it? Right there. And if you want to get if you really want to test your wedging skills, what you can do, take your wire tool, look at it and I'm like, oh, I noticed there's like 2 little dots here. Those are air bubbles. I'm trying to work those out. So wedging works out air bubbles so you don't get as many, like, you're gonna feel, I swear, at some point, and I get them almost every time, even with wedging, but you're gonna feel something that feels super hard in your clay. At some point you're gonna kind of panic. Now granted, we do need to check it because we have had snafus before where somebody got something in their clay, especially once we use refuse. But the likelihood is that you have an air bubble in there and it's gonna throw you totally off. So we need to get rid of the air bubbles. We also need to make sure, because clay can get a little harder on the outside, right, than the inside, that we get it mixed up well. And with these porcelain bodies, like I'm using the B-Mix, but you guys have a porcelain too, they feel hard at first, but they're kind of what we call fixotropic. So they soften as they move. And so if you do a little bit of wedging, you're gonna have softer clay to work with. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this one again. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so see the spiral?